Hello, my YouTube babies. How are you? I haven't seen you all in some days. No, just one day. It's been just one day. It hasn't been a lot of days, but I'm glad to be back. I was busy doing um, some work, and I had to finish it because I was on a time. I had a deadline. So, how would you feel if you had a company and you sold things to your family and very close friends, and they didn't quite treat it as if it was a business? Um, let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk about it. So it can become very discouraging when people take your business and do it how they want to do it instead of doing it how you expect them to do it. And what I mean is when you sell something to someone, okay, and you're taking out time, you're buying the merchandise, you are buying the materials, okay, you're buying everything that you need to um, get the process going, right? When you're taking care of business, the first thing that you want to do is you want to make sure that you are being very professional. You want to make sure that you meet that deadline. You want to make sure that everything is working in the best interest of you because your goal is to keep um, the same customers. You don't want to have to change customer, lose customer. You get what I'm saying? So you keep it professional. The customer is right. Okay. The customer is right, meaning you're not right when you're not doing right. So let me give you an example. I made a couple of items for someone and I gave the price in the beginning. What I do is I take a deposit. When the stuff gets shipped, I expect to have the other part of the money. Okay. The way I got the money was a deposit was given, okay? And if I hadn't asked for this deposit, I don't think that I would have gotten the deposit. But listen, we don't get paid for thinking. So I feel like I wouldn't have got the deposit if I didn't ask for the deposit, okay? But then once it got shipped, then other things became needed, and I also shipped those things. So when I shipped it, I paid for it out of my pocket, which I normally do because I don't charge shipping. I understand that, everyone's having a rough time. I don't try to be really expensive, but I want people to understand that everything that you see around me, I bought out of my pocket. You're not even seeing the other side of stuff. All the stuff you see under tables, you know what I mean? All that stuff, all these drawers and baskets, and you don't even see what baskets, what drawers are over on the other side of my office. Okay, I literally took my living room, left everything in here except for I left my couch in here. I threw everything else out. I threw everything else out. And I have a TV in here that I don't play because when I'm into my work, I'm into my work. When I'm into talking to you, I'm into talking to you. I'm not paying attention to the TV, so there's no need for no noise in the background. Okay. Now, when it got shipped off, I was sent another $25. In total, this person's total was $90, and that's what it is. So when I shipped it, I received $25 more instead of receiving the 50. And then what was dropped on me is I'll send you the other 25, either before or on the first. Here's my problem with that. And I'm trying to go real light, okay? My problem with that is when you're gonna do things like that, okay? I think that it's best that you let that person know ahead of time what your plan is as far as your budget, okay? You never know. You can't take a person's option away from them. I could have said, okay, that's fine, or I could have said, well, no, you can either pay the deposit or you can pay the full amount. But I originally asked for a deposit first because maybe some things I need to get with that deposit to do what you want me to do. Maybe I need to go pick up something for your project only, not for everybody else's, because everybody else don't require the same thing. Okay? So when you have a business, you run that business as if it's a business. You be professional. Don't be unprofessional. I don't care if it's family, if it's close friends, if it's that's I don't care. You have a business. This is food coming out your mouth. This is money that you gotta go to the IRS. You do. You can't, if you're not bringing in nothing, you can't report nothing. You can't report taxes. Okay? Neither can you reimburse yourself for the inventory that you've used because you use your own money. And then the prices that I'm charging because I'm giving discounts don't even cover the charge of me even benefiting off of it. And that's what people not understanding. To be honest with you guys, I'm doing all of this. I've done all of this on the fixed income. On the fixed income, yes, I get disability. Yes, I do. And because I want it and I care and I'm passionate about my business, I took the money that I get and I make sure important things are paid. Sometimes I have not paid important things to get things that I needed. Computer, crickets, pressers, printers. It can go on and on and on. Let's not forget my time. Let's not forget the paper. Let's not forget the ink. Let's not forget the creating because you have a vision. You give me your vision, I make it come to life. And I make it look professional because I refuse to send something out to someone that I wouldn't hang in my own house, that I wouldn't buy my own self. So no, I'm not gonna do that. What about staying up 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning because you want it to be so right that it look a little off to you or this look a little off to you, which technically, if you are not in this business, you don't even know what you be looking at. You just looking at it's pretty. It looks good. That's what you're looking at. But I'm looking at it from a professional side. I'm looking at it from a side that my eye see and that my eye pick up, which is something your eye don't pick up. You don't know if it's all the way sublimated, which means if it's all the way pressed on right, you don't know. You just don't know what you're looking for. You don't. You're just looking for what you want. what you ask for. That's what you're looking for. Okay. So again, I finished. My next order was two different names. Now, when I say names, I'm meaning wooden names. Okay. So you can take you can take these. It's these type of letters that I create. These would be for the children. You see, and they wanted Minnie Mouse as a theme. So I made Minnie Mouse as a theme. That's what I did because this is what they asked for. This is exactly what they asked me for. So this is what I gave. Okay. That's another one. And this is all one name. So I don't want you to think that it's not one name. It's all one name. And no, it don't take one day. If it takes you one day, I don't know. It's not the same to me because I feel like this takes time. You know what I mean? Because you have to be very um, creative. You have to be very creative, very very creative. And as you can see, I was very creative. They wanted their pictures. They wanted Minnie Mouse involved. I did Minnie Mouse. I did Minnie Mouse things. I did colors. Okay, I did all of that. I did all of that. I did all of that. So what I'm saying is I called and said I did the first. I did the first name. This is what I called and told the customer. I did the first name, and I haven't got no deposit. I will do the next name. I will do the next name when I get a deposit. And guess what that person said? I don't get paid till the 31st. And the person's birthday is on the 1st. I think somebody gonna have a late birthday present because I'm not doing that. No, 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 no. I've always been professional with you. You know the routine because this is not your first time. It's not your second time, but it's your third time. So you know the business that is being given is being given. No, this is the fourth time. Okay. And every single time I've given a discount. I even did a favor that I did not charge her for. I said, just make up your price of what you want to give me. Because that was actually a favor. I was trying something new. Then I went into the pictures that you send me. I can print them on photocopy paper and I'll put them in a photo album for you. So I'm really not gonna make the other letters. I'm not. And I mean, when you look at this, you can tell me if I'm wrong. You can tell me if you understand. If I'm right, tell me. If I'm wrong, tell me. I want to know. But I'm running the business, and if I treat you professionally, I expect the same respect. Because if you go to Amazon, sweetheart, you can't do that. Amazon wants their money, and that's just period. If you don't have the money when they get ready to ship it, you will not get a darn thing shipped. If you go to Shein, you got to pay your front. And then they send you out your package however long you got to wait for it. You pay for it before you get it. So why treat me any different? I'm confused. Why treat me any different? I'm no different. I'm running the same kind of business. I'm creating a vision. I'm making your vision come to reality. I'm professionally meeting deadline. I'm being professional when I talk to my customers, whomever they are. When it comes to business, I'm about business. Let's handle business. And then let's talk about girlfriend, sister stuff later. Okay? And when I say girlfriend, best friend, okay? It's nothing personal. It's nothing personal, but this is what I mean when you have to prepare yourself for give yourself room for error. Because see, what that does is those type of things that mess it up for everybody. Because now what it makes me want to do is go ahead and set up the website. That way you gotta pay for everything ahead of time. Instead of me being nice, not setting up no website, but posting what I do, you contacting me, I get in contact with you. You give me a deposit. When I ship it, I let you know through email, through phone, whichever that whatever is the best communication for you. I make that communication that your package has been shipped. At that moment, I expect for you to pay for the shipment. That's what I expect. I'm even doing you a favor by telling you ahead of time that it's being shipped to give you the heads up. I can tell you that it's being shipped and it get to you and then you still don't pay for it. That's my grandson in the background, y'all. He's the only one, so excuse me. So I'm very frustrated. On top of being frustrated, it's like you fight so hard to get things going. You fight so hard to try to promote, especially on these social media platforms. Some are easier to promote on than others. Okay. Some are just easier, you know. I'm not gonna say which platforms are easier or which are better because what's good for me may not be good for you. What I'm having bad experiences with, you may not have a bad experience with. Okay. So I'm not gonna put anybody's social media. That's a business as well. I'm not gonna put it out there. I'm not here to talk about none of that. I just know that the people on the media platforms make it very hard. Some medias are for strictly entertainment. It's not for business type of things. And some are. Some are. You can go and get on these sites and it's easy to get it all figured out. It's easy, to get it all figured out. Um, so if you're starting a business and if you're in the process of getting a business together, okay, make sure that your plan is written down. Make sure that you cross every T and you dot every I. That's from the bottom to the top. Okay. I literally, with asthma in the cold winter, walked to get my license, to get my ownership certificate, to get my tax papers. I had to pay for it to go into the newspaper for 3 months. That cost me $70 to put it in the newspaper for 3 months, something I didn't want to do, but I had to do it in order to get the ownership. That's how it works in this state. That's how it works. That's how it works. So if I was to ever move my business all of that paperwork may go to waste because not everyone have the same rules and regulations and prices and options, and they don't. So you have to pay for that stuff all over again. So just be aware that if you're ever thinking about moving, that that's going to be one of your expenses. That will be one of your expenses. And the things that you dealt with in the beginning are the things that you learn from. Don't carry it over and don't continue to do it, whether it's family, friends, whomever. If they cannot do right or follow your rules and regulations, move on because where one walks away, another one will follow. Because starting your own business is not easy. You have to do the promoting, you have to do the marketing, you have to get the equipment. Okay, you have to build up clientele. Okay, this hasn't been easy in mine. I haven't even been doing mine a year yet, and I've restarted and revamped my business 3 different times, 3 different kinds of merchandise. Much so, I don't really um, feel appreciated in a way. I feel kind of used. Um, Sometimes when you don't say nothing, things tend to carry over. But then when you do say something, things can go overboard and then you lose people along the way. But do I give up on the people or do I give up on the business? Those are questions that I ask myself. And then I began to think, I love what I do. Why do I have to pick? Why not put whatever ship we have to the side and let's talk about this business ship and this business transaction that we're trying to put into play? Because every decoration you have seen on those letters I've shown you, I had to pay for those. No, I didn't pay for the pictures with all the Minnie Mouses and the Minnie Mouse backgrounds. I had to pay for that. Those wasn't free. I had to pay for those just for this order. What if no one else ever asked for Minnie Mouse? You know? But that's part of the business. I'll be ordering stuff and buying stuff um, that some people want because they like to get things customized. And then to get your things customized, I charge $5. So if you buy a $20 shirt and you want it customized, I charge you $25 for a shirt. And you know if you go on any of these websites, you're gonna pay more than $25 for a customized T-shirt. And you know how much it costs to get an embroidered T-shirt with the knitted one with the just that one symbol right there in the corner. 45 dollars. Do you know how many T-shirts you can make mistakes on? And you can't redo them. You have to get a new T-shirt. Like, come on, guys. No business is easy. No business is cheap. But people have to have some consideration for these businesses. If you get something that you dislike, guess what? We gotta honor that you don't dislike it and send you your money back unless there's a no return policy. And a lot of places now don't have return policies. They prefer just to put it on your account so the next time you order from them, as if you want to order from them again after you've returned something because you were unhappy with the way it was sent out, or you were unhappy with the third time it don't fit right, or you know what I mean? Like, what makes you want to keep going back? That's like, I don't want to keep shopping at that place because when my customer wash their t-shirts, they shrink. Do I want to go back to that place? Nope, I went shop at that place. So guess what? Now I got to sit back and do research, and I got to put t-shirts on hold for a moment because I got to find the correct t-shirts that I need because I don't want the t-shirts to shrink on you all. Even though I suggest that you wash the t-shirts inside out and don't dry them, but sometimes things happen. I didn't have my children do that. Have my children, yeah, you finna wash, just put my clothes in the dryer. And they put everything in the washer and the dryer. And guess what? That one shirt that I didn't want to shrink, that I never dried, got put in the dryer and it shrunk. What could I do? I done paid $35 for the shirt. $35 down the disposal. Because I'm most definitely not finna wear no 2 year shirt. I'm not gonna do that. So the whole thing about the customers always being right is to an extreme. Okay, it's in different instances. When it comes towards payments, customers are not right. But that's why I said have your plan written down. Because technically, I don't even have a refunded myself. I don't have a refund policy. I don't have a refund policy. You could take a picture of it and show me the damage that you see or something that you dislike about the shirt, and I'll be willing to redo a shirt or send you out another shirt or customize you a shirt for free. But I don't do return policy. But that's on paper. That's what I mean. That's on paper because I'm giving people the option to say, well, that's the one thing that I don't care for. So I'm not going to shop with her. That's me giving you an option. If you say no, it'll be three yeses behind it. Why? Because I pray over my business, because I'm passionate about what I do, because I love my business. I love servicing people. That's what makes me happy. And I know that when God closed one door, he opens two. When he closed two doors, he opens three. So I'm praying that if one door closed, he opened three doors for me, you know. But try your best not to combine the two. Don't combine the two. The two are totally different things. They're totally different things. Your business is different than your ship, which means your friendship, your family ship, your relationship. Those three ships are different than your business ship. They two different. They in two different lanes. Your business ship is what's feeding you, is what's helping pay your bills, it's what's helping your children, it's what's putting up college money for your children. It's to live. It's to put food in your mouth. the essential things in life. That's what the business is for. It is whether or not you have a friendship, a relationship, or a family ship. You can't let those three come in between or come together with your business ship because they're not all together. One can do something that the other three can't and probably won't ever do. But you can't say that about the business. The business may very well be the thing that gets you what you need, the essential things in life. If you stay focused, you stay consistent, you stay determined, you stay self-motivated, it will show off in the end because guess what? Hard work don't go unnoticed. You may not see it right now, oh, but you're gonna see it because I'm gonna have so much of my work to show the difference in the work that I can do that you're gonna enjoy what you see and then you're gonna want to buy something. And that's how it works. So you build up everything. Listen, it can take a year, it can take a year and a half, it can take 2 years. Do not give up on yourself. Do not give up on yourself. I'm here to tell you. Within less than a year, I revamped my business 3 times. I used to sell wax candles, aromatherapy, regular scented, the 3 color scented, all type of candles. I still know how to do those out of wax, but they were not selling. And a lot of my issue is directing my business to the correct audience. That's where we get mixed up at. Because that's the first thing we need to know. All depending on where we're gonna sell, we have to direct ourselves to the audience that we want to see and the audience that we want to come in and the audience that we want to feed our business. We reach out to that. Now, you can do an all over audience like everybody. Like me. I got the little kids letters. I got medium kids letters. I got adult letters. Okay, all of them are different prices. You know what I mean? I have water candles for grown people. I have water candles for little kids. Just in case you want to sit a candle up in the kids' room. I have that too. I have wine glasses. I make wine glasses, as you can see behind me. Okay. I make t-shirts, which I don't have any of them to display, but I make t-shirts. I make socks. I can make the bag chip thing with your picture on it and happy birthday. I can do those things. So it's a lot of things that I can do that I haven't done. And no one knows about it being done, except for the one person that asked me to do it. And what she wanted was she went and bought a 24 pack of coolers, those Seagram coolers. And she wanted her picture wrapped around them. And I made that happen. No matter how long it took me to learn how to make it happen. And know how many mistakes I made to make it look tight. I did that. I learned what I need to learn for my business because who would have thought? I used to be like, man, I don't need math for nothing. What do I need math for? And now look at me. I got to measure everything. I got everything, every letter, every shirt, every glass. I gotta. I have to. I have to. I have to. So everything falls into place at one point or another. You know, because it took me On my very first letter, it took me maybe 12 sheets of paper. And those 12 sheets of paper had to go in the garbage because either the image was too far out, or it was too far in, or it was crooked, or it was something. But it wasn't fitting the letter. So I had to stop and I had to keep trying over and over and over again. Why? Because I wanted it to work out for my customer. I did not want to send my customer anything that was not going to be fulfilling to their taste. They hang these things up in their homes. If people walk in their homes, I want people to notice. I want people to notice these things. Um, so it's a lot that goes into it. And I can't tell you I haven't thought about giving up before. I have very well thought about giving up before. I have. And it's because I feel like I'm not going nowhere a lot of the times. I feel like it's hard to promote a lot of the time. And it's easy to give up in those moments. Um, I don't know, y'all. I'm kind of scared, and I'm kind of disappointed, and it makes you build up a wall of no trust. So if you watch this video, I just want you to comment. Comment on me being right. Comment on me being wrong. Comment on if the way I feel is an okay way to feel. Just comment. Sometimes we all need some encouragement. Sometimes we all need um, some build up. Um, Sometimes we just need to push to keep going. We do. We do. A lot of things I find so hard that, like when I get on certain platforms, and it's nothing but my family on these platforms, and I'm posting all my work, and everybody's liking it, and everybody's commenting on it. But only one person has purchased anything from me in my immediate family. No one has even reached out to me. What you do? Or do you do this? Or do you do that? You just you don't know. You don't know. So on that note, I know that this wasn't a very happy conversation, but it's part of life. It's life. God is life. and life shows up. And when life show up, you have to know how to deal with it. And sometimes it's best in moments like this just to, because if you don't, you're delivering. It won't be what you're saying, it'll be how you're saying it. You'll come out in the wrong way. And they can also run the customer off as well, no matter who they are. So when you have a business and you're working with people and you're working with the public, it's best to just shh and listen. And when you finish listening, when that person is finished talking, you ask questions then. Don't cut into what they're speaking. Don't get angry if they're angry. Ma'am, I understand why you feel the way you feel. I do apologize that you feel the way you feel, but I will do everything that I can to correct the issue and just go from there. And you have to learn how to talk in that fashion with your family because if you don't, they'll do what they're doing to me. Because they can call and put orders in. I can give them the total while I'm on the phone. I can tell them I need a deposit first. They know this, they know the routine. But because they family, so I feel like you haven't given me a deposit. You don't get your deposit until the 31st. So somebody's gift is going to be late if their birthday is between the 1st and the 2nd. Because I promise you, I'm not going to start working on another thing until I get my deposit. Because now I'm sitting up here with 5 letters that I've done and don't know if you're going to pay for it or not. And then I'm be sitting up here with 5 letters. That's done. That took my time. That took my ink. That took my written word. Okay? Whatever it took it to make it. Whatever I needed to buy, it was bought. And guess what? You didn't give me a deposit, so I bought it out of my own pocket. So if you're gonna place the order when you know you have the money to make the deposit. Don't place the order before then. Don't give nobody no due date until you know you'll be able to pay for it because that's how you would treat any other company. And I demand, and I'm going to get exactly what I want because I'm going to demand it. It's going to be right on paper. And yes, I'm going to think before I speak. And yes, I'm going to think before I make a phone call because I want to stay professional. Whether I keep you as a customer or not, you will never be able to tell a person that I was not professional. You will never be able to tell a person that I did not meet your deadline. You will never be able to tell a person that the work that I did for you was a mess. It was not worth the money you spent. You won't be able to do that. Why? Because I'm a business owner. And if I'm not learning anything through this process, I'm learning patience. I'm learning to stay calm. You know? So some of my lives will be an hour long. Some of them will be shorter than an hour long. Some topics is just not an hour long worth to talk about. And this is one of those. You know, I think I gave the scenario and I gave um, answers and suggestions and encouragement and I gave the conclusion. So I gave the head, the body, and the feet. When you develop all 3 of those things, what else is it to be said? So I need for you all to love on each other, pray for each other, treat people how you want to be treated, and be careful what you plant in the atmosphere because karma is everything. God bless you all, and I love you so very much, my YouTube.